What's going on, guys? This is the Trank, and finally back with another video. I just wanted to say the reason I haven't been posting lately, guys, I was really sick for about 2 weeks here, and then I was also on vacation in Vermont, and so I haven't been around to shoot any videos. But now that I'm back, I've got a lot of stuff planned, and I'm definitely excited to bring you guys more content. So first things first, before we get on to the Leathermans, I just wanted to say probably a lot of you have seen my TSA approved survival kit. I did a video on it maybe a month and a half ago. But I brought this on my trip and it made it through TSA with no issues. And actually a lot of these items came in extremely handy. The pen, the flashlight, some of the first aid items, and also the charger. So be sure to check out this video. I'll put a link at the end if you haven't seen it, but just wanted to show that the items all made it through TSA with no issues. So today we're going to be looking at Leatherman. This is going to be a top 5 video on my top 5 favorite Leatherman. And so I'm pretty much just going to run over the features of some of these knives and tell you the pros and cons and why I like them, why I carry them. And I'm going to do them in kind of an order of what I got. So the first Leatherman I ever had was actually this one right here. And this is the smallest model of the Skeletals. And this one was actually made in combination with coal tree here, and so you can see, for instance, on the knife, it's got, this is the freestyle, by the way. It's got some features that you don't see on the normal freestyle. You know, it's got the design on the blade there, but basically the freestyle just has the knife and then also just the standard pliers, and so it's definitely a light duty tool. I just keep this more just in my room and stuff. It's not one of the ones I carry with me too much just because it's got the cool partnership. It kind of makes it a more of a rare blade. Go ahead and back this up. So the second one I got was the actual Skeletal, and this is definitely one of my favorite Leathermans for a lot of reasons. One of them, it's extremely lightweight, which makes it great for EDC. It's got a standard half serrated, half straight blade here. It's got a great little carabiner here for attaching onto your belt or whatever. It's got pliers here, and these come in handy all the time. And then one of the awesome features is that you can actually use this as, so what I usually do is go like that, and you do have a screwdriver here. This takes all the standard Leatherman bits and it's interchangeable, so if you just pull it, get this to focus here, you actually just pull this out and it's got the 2 heads on it here, and then also within the knife, if you go right here, you can kind of see that, you do have, it comes with another bit which is the Phillips head bit, so you can change that out and use both screwdriver heads on the tool, which makes it awesome. So this has, in my opinion, the tools that you need on a day-to-day basis for the most part, and it's extremely lightweight, which is why this is one of my most carried ones, definitely. So that is the Skeletal. Next up, the one everybody knows and loves, which is the Leatherman Wave. So this is the, other than the Surge, this is kind of one of the biggest models, and it's got all your, get this zoomed out here. It's got, you know, big heavy-duty pliers with big plier cutters there. You've got, I chose to put on the belt loop on mine to make it just a little easier to carry. But one of the main features is that the Wave has all the outside accessible blades. So you've got, you know, your straight edge knife, and if you flip it over, you've got your serrated knife right here. Then you've also got on the outside, I'm not doing a review here, but you know, you have a saw, you've got a file, hacksaw on the other side right here, and then on the inside you've got things like a can opener, and you've got the bit driver here. Again, can take all those standard Leatherman bits. And then on the flip side, you have a really cool scissors that pops out. Let me grab it here. So you have the scissors here, and what you do is they just slide out, and then you've got a great scissors there, spring loaded and everything. And so yeah, the Leatherman Wave's a great tool, but I think the biggest con for me is that it's a pretty heavy tool for carrying every day. You can carry it in a sheath, but I still find that it just gets a little bit heavy on a day-to-day basis. So this is more, I think, of a stay-at-home, easily accessible kind of a tool. So then another one in the top 5. This is the style, I don't know if it's the CS or which one. This isn't the TSA approved one, whichever one that is. And that's because it's got a tiny little blade here. Then you've got, again, you've got a cool little carabiner, which makes it super easy to clip. But the reason I love this one is you actually have spring-loaded scissors as the main tool. And for me, scissors are something that come in, are something I need all the time. So I think having a spring-loaded scissors is a big pro, and you don't really see spring-loaded tools in many of their other ones. And then you do also have just a tiny little, it's kind of hard to get out, but it's got a tiny little tweezer there. But this one is just great because you can clip it onto your keys so easily. It can pop on and off, unlike other, like some of the Victorinox tools where you have to do those annoying little key rings to get them off. This just clips on, and you can use it to do whatever you need to do on an everyday basis. So this I take with me a lot on my keys. And then the last one, and my most recent purchase right here, is the Leatherman. This is the Sidekick, and this is my most recent addition to my Leathermans. And it's basically, I think, a small version of the Wave is a good way to compare it. So you again have the half serrated, half straight blade there. And I've grown to really like serrations just because they're so sharp. It's great for opening like plastic and all sorts of things that you need to open. And so that's a great feature of that. And then also on the outside right here, you just have a large scissor here, which I think is great because a scissor, again, I said, is something I use a ton, and so to have a big pair of scissors that are outside accessible is a big plus for me. So I really like the two outside tools on this one. And then the biggest pro, and why I think this is probably my actually favorite Leatherman, is that it actually has spring-loaded pliers when you open it up here. So for me, when I'm using needle nose pliers, it's so annoying to have to go in and out like this, like you do with the other ones. Just to have it spring-loaded really helps with like doing fine work with needle nose pliers, which is what I'm always doing. And so that's why I ended up buying these, and that's why I EDC this one. It's lighter than the Wave, and I do like the features a little bit better as far as the outside accessible tools and the spring-loaded pliers. On the inside, I think the Wave definitely beats this one because this has just pretty simple, big Phillips and a flathead on that side. And then you've got the can opener, just some mixed tools on the inside that I don't really use. But for me, having the spring-loaded pliers and the outside accessible scissors is just a huge plus. And so that's why I love this. And it's not too expensive. This is about 40 bucks. It's kind of being discontinued right now, so it's a little tricky to find. But that's pretty much my top 5 Leatherman. Be sure to let me know in the comments which ones you like the best or which ones maybe you carry. Again, this is the one I carry the most, followed probably by the Skeletal. This goes on my keys, this stays at home, and this one just stays. This is more of a collector's piece, I'd say, than anything. But that's going to be it, guys. So stay tuned. I'm kicking off a new series here this week that I'm excited about. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.